now listening to Tough Tiger Talk Flash Report.
You're now listening to Tough Tiger Talk. We're in the building. Much love to the fam. We have returned after slight hiatus, man, but we are back in the building with more excellent LSU and Tough Tiger Talk commentary. In this episode, it is short breakdown. This one's called CBS Sports says Brian Kelly has a short leash this fall. And of course, this is written by LSU's Football Wire. And it's basically built around this CBS article right here that issues the shortest leash to Brian Kelly. So before we get into that, please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed with other LSU family members as we delve into this one. Short leashes. Of course, we know this was a very surprise early on when we knew Coach O was out the door. We knew that LSU had to make a splash. They went after several really high-profile coaches, slammed on that, and then Woodard pulled out the Kelly card, which nobody expected him to leave Notre Dame to make the jump to LSU. Gutsy move by Brian Kelly, and since he's been here, the only cringy things he's done is those weird twisty videos where he's dancing, on the spinning platform with these guys, and that's the and then of course the ridiculous Hillary Clinton type Southern tone that he used to try to talk to people down here. That didn't go over well. So if he can stay away from that and stay away from the spinning platform videos where he's dancing, I think Brian Kelly will be fine. But anyway, CBS Sports says Brian Kelly has shortest leash. Let's delve into it, fam, and go into this article here by shortest leash CBS. As it says, there is a hefty contract that suggests plenty of financial stability for Kelly, but the contract also comes with expectations from LSU fans that he can guide the Tigers back to championship contention. There is no culture fit concerns here for the Massachusetts natives because the only culture that really matters to LSU is winning. However, if those wins aren't coming on the field and Kelly can't properly defend the borders of LSU on the recruiting trail, then things will start to heat up for the Tigers' new coach. It's really a tough proposition for Kelly, which is probably why he's so well paid to take it on. But because the floor for a talented LSU team with him as the head coach is probably 8-4, with the ceiling being SEC championship, that's a small space to operate between success and failure when LSU's already has one of the toughest conference schedules in the country. Even after a successful season, those razor-thin margins mean Kelly's only a few bad bounces from seeing his stock take a sharp turn in the other direction. Now listen, partially, I agree with what he's saying because LSU, we want to win here. Ain't no doubt about it. We knew that we are a very talented team. We produce some of the best players in the country that go pro. Some of the best players in the NFL are LSU Tigers, and they're very, very productive. So at the end of the day, we know what our potential here is in LSU country. The reality is we need a coach, a respected coach, a disciplined coach with a winning philosophy to take all of the great resources and the talent that we have here and cultivate it into winning. We all know what happened with Coach O after the winning season. He was able to get the championship and then lost the team, fell apart, doing all this off-field crap that people kind of lost respect for him on. So we get that. But with Brian Kelly, all he ever did wherever he went was win. So he has that under his belt. And if he brings that stability to LSU, which I really do think he will, then we will have not only just winning this year, because I think the Tigers are definitely going to win this year. Is a fair assessment to say 8-4. But the reality is we have the resources here, the defense, the recruiting, all this kind of stuff, the offense. He has assembled a really good staff here. Just consistency from our head coach. It's all we call for. And if you can channel the resources of what we bring as a family base and as a team forward, then I think that this could be one of the best hires that LSU's had for some times. If Kelly remains disciplined and consistent, he can overcome some of the more recent coaches and could go down as one of the best coaches LSU had. All he has to do is what he's been doing, which is winning. He won at Notre Dame. He won everywhere else he went. If he just does that here and starts winning, it gets easier and easier and easier because people want a reason to come to LSU. You've got to beat some of the big boys on the block. And his key goal, he was mentioning, saying that he wants to beat Saban. That's why he came here. Well, LSU has already given these resources, and he continued to build upon with prospects coming in and recruits to kind of keep pushing that thing forward. So Alabama does have a factory of talent there, but a lot of guys that don't want to go to Alabama, they can see LSU as a focal point to come to kind of offset what Alabama's doing. So listen, I think it was a great move to get Brian Kelly in LSU. I think it was a terrific move how he built his staff. I think he's been doing a pretty good job of recruiting. And at the end of the day, LSU's going to win some ball games here in Death Valley. So with that being said, short leash. Yes, indeed, it's a short leash, but we're going to be patient because we know he'll win the first year. And if history is an indicator of anything, that we know Brian Kelly will bring, if anything, consistent winning to LSU. And that's what we've been calling upon, is consistent winning day after day, and an opportunity to be able to be in the top in the SEC, competing in the SEC championships every year, because we have the talent and we have everything we need. We just needed a solid, consistent, disciplined coach to sit there and direct things. So we got that. So let's see how it unfolds. So with that being said, how do you guys feel about it? You tell me. Do you think he has the shortest leash in the country in terms of what we want as LSU? They try to make us seem like we just sold you win or die. Now, we're going to be patient with you. We know this guy is going to win. We're going to be patient with Coach Kelly, but we're going to be on his heels, man, watching him every step of the way. So with that being said, y'all feel in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this article from CBS saying that Coach Kelly has the shortest leash among some of the new coaches. So with that being said, I'm going to pop out on that. Feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and feel free to share the show's links on your social media feed with other Tiger family members. Help out the stream, help Tough Tiger Talk out. So with that being said, I'm going to see you guys later. Go Tigers.